Raise your hand if you call yourself a foodie, a lover of all foods. To those of you who do, then I think you understand how I feel. If anyone touches my food without my permission, then we can't be friends. My school bully learned this lesson recently. He mostly follows the blueprint. He was bigger than me, antagonized me when no one was watching. But there was one thing that he always did that crossed the line. He stole my food. When bullying occurs, either at school, work, or even in our relationships, getting support from people you trust can help. But what happens when it's just you and someone in your space making you feel small? What do you do? It was a sunny day in November when the day turned upside down. It was recess time, and I had some leftover Halloween candy as snacks. 2 grape-flavored hard candies and a packet of Nerds. Yum. I was kicking around a ball with some of my friends, nibbling on my candy, when from a distance, I saw him, my bully. To protect his identity, let's call him Bobo. First name, Bobo. Last name, the bully. He was 6 feet tall, 3 feet wide, muscular, and smirking as he walked over to me. With his giant physique, he herded me into a corner and said, "Give me all your food now." I didn't want to do it, but I felt that feeling. The feeling of being frozen, scared, unsure what to do, what to say. Suddenly, he snatched the candy out of my grasp, saying, "You better have more for me tomorrow or else." This kept happening for the next 2 weeks. Bobo kept intimidating me for my food. I kept this to myself, hoping he would get tired and move on. But one day, I couldn't anymore, and the full story of Bobo the bully came out to someone I trusted. My mom. When I was done, she thought about this for a few moments and said, "Prince, tomorrow I can call the office and discuss this with them. Or you can deal with it yourself." I was shocked. "You want me to fight him?" "No, of course not. Here's what you do. Stand up for you and follow through." "Prince, what is it exactly that you wanted to stop doing?" I guess I wanted to stop taking my food." "Yes, that is your boundary. Now what will you do if he does it again?" Go to the principal's office?" "Yes, that is your consequence. Stand up for you and follow through." Admittedly, the idea of handling the situation myself terrified me more than my bully did. But something in my mom's advice rang true. Bobo never stopped intimidating me because I never told him to. Unless I expressed that idea to him and made sure he took my words seriously, nothing would change. That night, I practiced saying the words out loud. "You are not allowed to touch my food. If you do it again, I'm going to the principal's office." "You are not allowed to touch my food. If you do it again, I'm going to the principal's office." "You are not allowed to touch my food. If you do it again, I'm going to the principal's office." The more I said it, the more I believed it. Gradually, I realized it was up to me to express my boundaries and defend them. It was a sunny day, the very next day. This time, I had the Nature's Valley sweet and salty granola bar in hand. Yummy. Like clockwork, as I looked around for a spot to eat, I saw Bobo glaring at me and my snacks. He walked over to me and once more said, "Give me all your food, now." I didn't want to do it, but I felt that feeling again. The feeling of being frozen. Scared. But this time, I was prepared. A voice welled up from deep inside me. Stand up for you and follow through. I opened my mouth and only one word came out. No. Bobo's eyes widened in anger. What did you just say? I said, "No, you're not allowed to touch my food. It's mine." Fear turned to adrenaline. I raised my finger and pointed it at Bobo, my voice stern, my eyes focused on his. "If you ever try to take my food again, I'm going straight to the principal's office." Bobo's face softened into a grin, and he snatched the granola bar out of my hand. "Oh, I'm really scared now." Just then, without hesitation, I ran. I flew past Bobo and every other student in the field. I sprinted to the school's entrance, yanked the door open, and walked briskly down the hall, straight towards the principal's office. When I arrived, the secretary greeted me, and he told her everything about Bobo. By the time the bell rang to return to class, I had left the office, assured by the secretary that Bobo would be interrogated. I didn't know if my words had any effect until the very next day. From a distance, Bobo looked at me begrudgingly. But he didn't approach me. He never approached me again. My food and I were safe at last. Stand for you and follow through. Express your boundaries. What is and is not acceptable in your space, and have a consequence for anyone who dares cross them. When you're alone with an aggressor, you might feel scared to use your voice. But remember, your voice is your power, and you can use it to hold someone accountable immediately for their actions. Since the day I did, I felt more in control of my space. Anytime someone says or does something uncomfortable to me, I warn them assertively not to do it again, and I highlight the consequences. If a peer at school continues to say mean things about me, I'll tell a teacher. If someone at home repeatedly enters my room without knocking, I'll lock the door. If anyone touches my food without my permission, then we can't be friends. Boundaries are tools for life. All you need to do is speak them. Maybe you're someone like me dealing with a bully at school, or an employee openly mocked and criticized in front of everyone. Perhaps a friend of yours betrayed your trust and shared a secret. Or your partner said something mean to you during an argument. Boundaries allow you to decide how you want to be treated. Raise your hand if you call yourself a foodie, a lover of all foods. If anyone touches your food without your permission, let them know it's not cool. And if they do it again, you know what to do. Stand up for you and follow through.